Welcome to Wisconsin, mall rats and mall walkers. Today, we'll kick things off with Northridge's sister mall, Southridge Mall, a monument of modern shopping that appears to be capable of adapting to change. Let's step inside and see what the Southridge is all about. Before I get into my personal commentary about the mall, we do have one big problem to address about this mall, and that is the Boston store. I've already gone over the issue with Boston Store at its parent company Bonton, so rather than bore you with the details, I'll redirect you towards Johnstown Galleria if you want to hear about the discussion. For now, let's see what they have to offer in their liquidation sale, shall we? I have one question. What is the average customer going to do with a mannequin? Well, the store looks nice, and it's kind of hard to appreciate it with all those flashy black, yellow, and red signs plastered everywhere. Hey look, it's Guy Fieri. Let's go take Boston Store to Flavortown. Don't mind Drunk Gamer. But up ahead, liquidator crap. Rugs. Did Boston Store ever sell rugs? Better yet, what are you gonna do with all those rugs? Well, on a more serious note, the staff seems more or less apathetic about the store's final days. And to be fair, can you blame them? When your company files for Chapter 7, what can you do about it? This will leave a hole in Southridge Mall, but I am fairly confident that Simon will be able to fill the gap. What they'll fill the gap with, however, that's up for them to decide, not me. With Boston Store out of the question, let's focus on the rest of the mall. And, well, to be honest, I'm not too big a fan on the general look of the mall. It just doesn't really cut the mustard for me. But on the upside, the mall itself is doing very well, so I guess general aesthetics don't matter to the average populace.
I think someone did that when they used to have the train at O'Connell Mall. But I never saw that train because it was like very short-lived. What? Oh, it's really dusty up here. I thought we left Northridge, right?
But with that said, there was one thing that was really cool to see here, and that was the mall entrance for JCPenney. If you look closely in some of the shots, you can just make out little pinwheels on either end, which seem to be made with the funky P. If you don't know what that is, JCPenney had a logo back in the 60s and 70s that read out as pennies, and had a really weird looking letter P. Hence the name, the Funky P. And here on the other end of the mall from Sears used to be Gimbel's, which is now Macy's, obviously. Now Macy's interestingly demolished the space and rebuilt from the ground up. Personally, I would have preferred to see what Gimbel's looked like, but I could learn to like the modern look of Macy's. And the fact that Macy's demoed and rebuilt from the ground up also means that maybe there's still hope left after all for Macy's, as it does seem that their financial situation has been improving over the years. As we explore the lower level, you can see a lot more upscale shops commonly associated with live malls. And I suppose I should explain why I go into live malls like these from time to time. While the community is more focused on dead malls, it gets pretty tiring and depressing to look at exclusively dead malls. I want to break up the constant deadness with something more lively, maybe even something more positive. You can only focus on the negative for so long before you go mad. While here, me and Drunk Gamer 89 went into the Disney store, and I decided to hand him $40 to get something for his nephew. While he was in there shopping, I got a couple shots inside the store before leaving and headed back to the food court, where I would wait for him so we could get a bite to eat before leaving. Not 5 minutes into me hanging out by Sears, and I got a call from him on Messenger. He got lost in Southridge Mall. Wound up on the second floor. Don't take this the wrong way, man, but how do you get lost in what is essentially a mall that's just one giant corridor? Even if it's 2 floors. I normally get pizza and pretzels at the mall because, well, I'm a simple guy. But Drunk Gamer insisted I get something else to balance it out, so I ended up getting a bite from Bourbon Street Chicken instead, which was actually really good. Helps change up what you eat from time to time, so I don't know, if you're ever at the mall and you're not in the mood for pizza, why not give Bourbon Street Chicken a try? Well, we are nearing the end here, so I would like to thank DrunkGamer89 once again for joining me on this trip. We also have extensive footage at Northridge Mall, so do stick around for that. I also have 3 malls out in St. Louis that I am sure you guys will also enjoy, so do subscribe if you haven't already. If you want notifications of when I upload, remember to ring that bell. I have road trips, a couple Virginia malls, the malls in St. Louis, Northridge Mall.
Hey, St. Louis.
I even have some random backyard funnies that I might compile someday.
One abandoned.
If you feel generous, you are welcome to pitch in a few dollars on Patreon if you so desire. But until next time, this is DOomie Grunt, wishing you and the Southridge Mall happy trails until we meet again.
Okay, Dad.
Never